There are hundreds of things to do in Ann Arbor, Michigan, from taking in the stunning natural scenery to exploring the nightlife that this incredible city has to offer. Located just west of Detroit, Ann Arbor is a small yet lively city that's becoming more and more popular as its population grows. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the 10 best things to do in Ann Arbor, Michigan, so you can plan the perfect vacation. Watch a game at the Big House. The University of Michigan may focus on the sciences, but it's also phenomenal when it comes to sports. One of the main attractions of Ann Arbor is the University of Michigan football stadium, more commonly referred to as the Big House. The Big House is the largest stadium in the U.S. and the third largest in the world. It seats over 100,000 people, but it's even seated 115,000 in the past. The Michigan Wolverines may be just a college football team, but the team spirit of Ann Arbor is enough to get anyone excited to watch them play. Relive history at the Gerald R. Ford Presidential Library. The renowned Gerald Ford Presidential Library is a wonderful community center where residents from all over Ann Arbor can read, learn, and partake in all kinds of special events. The library is also part of a special project for the National Archives and Records Administration, which operates a system of presidential libraries throughout the country. It's home to a special collection specifically dedicated to the life of President Gerald R. Ford. The collection includes presidential papers, research papers and interviews, 3,500 hours of audio and film, and nearly 500,000 photographs. Because President Ford attended the University of Michigan, the Gerald Ford Presidential Library is a great opportunity to learn about how the town of Ann Arbor helped shape his life as a president. Visit the University of Michigan Museum of Art. Ann Arbor is first and foremost a college town. The great University of Michigan specializes in science, so many of the local museums center on that subject. But the University of Michigan Museum of Art is a special place, where visitors can view a collection that spans 150 years. It has hundreds of permanent installations, as well as temporary exhibitions that change throughout the year. If you want to learn more about the history behind each art piece, you can also scan a QR code on your phone to take a self-guided tour of the museum. Finally, there are always exciting events happening at the museum. Students from the university exhibit their own artwork or even engage in performance pieces, live readings, and so much more. Best of all, it's free to all visitors. Tour local beers. If you want to relax and get a dose of culture at the same time, Ann Arbor is a great destination because it's home to dozens of different breweries, including Grizzly Peak, Jolly Pumpkin, Corner Brewery, and Blue Tractor. Many of these breweries are within walking distance of one another. Ann Arbor also has countless bars, and when the weather is nice, you can even enjoy a drink or two in the many beer gardens available throughout the city. It's the perfect destination for relaxing with a craft beer and enjoying live music. Travel down the Huron River. The Huron River Water Trail is an extensive trail that over 2 million visitors explore every year. Ann Arbor is one of 5 cities where you can travel along the river. If your idea of a vacation involves lots of relaxation, then the Huron River Water Trail is the perfect opportunity to soak in the sun along the shoreline. Dotted along the river are all sorts of public parks, fishing spots, and concession stands. For the more adventurous traveler, however, the Huron River has plenty of other opportunities. Stationed all along the river are plenty of places to rent and store boats and other equipment. Whether you prefer to take a kayak, canoe, paddleboat, or rowboat, you can rent whatever you need to travel along the river. Some spots of the river are calm and peaceful, so you can take in the beautiful natural scenery. Others, however, feature turbulent waters and rapids for those who want a little bit more excitement during their vacation. The Huron River is one of the natural wonders of Ann Arbor, but there are plenty of man-made opportunities for fun as well. Stick around to find out more. And if you're enjoying this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe to Viewcation if you haven't already. Take the family to the Creature Conservancy. The Creature Conservancy is a zoo that specializes in conservation and education. All the resident animals are either rescues or are part of breeding programs for endangered species. Some of the resident animals include eagles, mountain lions, parrots, sloths, and many more. The Creature Conservancy is open Saturdays and Sundays or during the week if you make a reservation. The zoo also hosts lots of special events where you can see animals firsthand and learn all about them from experts. It's also begun a special adults-only event on the first Friday of every month. This event features animal experts who provide more in-depth knowledge about some of the zoo's animals. Experience Ann Arbor culture at Kerrytown. Kerrytown, named after County Kerry, Ireland, is the best place to experience the culture of Ann Arbor. Kerrytown was part of the original village of Ann Arbor when it was first established in the mid-1800s, and it's still thriving. Major renovations throughout the years have turned it into a quaint yet bustling district where you can shop and visit cafes and historical restaurants. Even though many of the buildings have changed in the last century or so, you can still see much of the neighborhood's original architecture. Explore the Matthaei Botanical Gardens and Nichols Arboretum. Both the Matthaei Botanical Gardens and Nichols Arboretum are operated by the same organizations, and they both provide wonderful opportunities for exploring and learning more about nature. The Botanical Gardens features 11 different free outdoor spaces, which include bonsai gardens, medicinal plants, trails, and so much more. Even if you visit Ann Arbor in the coldest winter months, Matthaei Botanical Gardens still offers an opportunity to learn about nature. It's open throughout the year and is free. Nichols Arboretum is situated on 123 acres and features a vast mixture of natural landscapes that you can hike and explore to your heart's content, including glacial grounds and wetlands. If you're itching to explore the natural world during your next vacation, visit both places. Visit the University of Michigan Museum of Natural History. In 1837, staff at the University of Michigan began collecting historical artifacts. In 1956, they finally decided to store all those artifacts in a museum, which has since been named the University of Michigan Museum of Natural History. It has plenty of interactive exhibits for children, but there's plenty for the adults to learn too. The museum features exhibits like Trail of the Mastodons, Dynamic Space, and Under the Microscope. Every exhibit is highly detailed and contains tons of information to take in, so you can learn as much or as little as you like while you travel from exhibit to exhibit. Find all the fairy doors. Ann Arbor is also home to a unique and adorable scavenger hunt, which you can participate in throughout your vacation. Located throughout the city are dozens of little fairy doors, magical creations set into the walls of various shops, restaurants, and other buildings. When you're shopping in Kerrytown, keep your eyes peeled for these delightful installments. Not only is this a fun game to play with children, but even adults can enjoy finding these whimsical little creations. The first one was installed in 1993, and since then people throughout the city have joined in on the fun. Now it's time to hear from you. Did we miss anything you love about Ann Arbor? Let us know in the comments section below. And before you go, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to Viewcation if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.